Okay, curve fitting with linear models. It's basically scatter plots. You've probably done this before. So if you have a bunch of points, you try to make a line of best fit. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, if all these points are really grouped together nice and neat, that means they have a strong correlation. Okay, so if you look at this one or this one, whether it's positive or negative depends on which way the points are going, like a positive slope or a negative slope. Okay, this is a weak positive. It still goes up and to the right, but all the points are kind of not as close together. Same with a weak negative. It's going up and to the left, and it's all the points are not really close together. This R, that just talks about how close the points are. The closer to 1 it is, the more strong it is. Okay, so for this one right here, that would be like that 0.95. This one right here would be the negative 0.95. Okay, as we get further away from 1, that's these numbers, like maybe like a 0.7. Okay, or maybe this would be a negative 0.8, something like that. Okay. Right here we have a graph talking about blood pressure and age. Okay, comparing people's age to blood pressure. First thing, you got to graph the points. Okay, so I did that here. And then you would draw a line of best fit. Okay, you want to have your line of best fit go through a couple points, have a couple points above, a couple points below. Okay, then you're going to take those points, pick 2 points that fall on this line, and you're going to calculate the slope. So here I picked 2 points that fell on my line, and I did y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and I got my slope. And then I plugged it into point slope form. Okay, so point slope, I picked this point right here. I put the 108 here, I put the 24 here, and I put my slope here. Now we can use this equation to make predictions. Okay, so if we go back to our original problem here, notice in the table that it doesn't have age 60 or 65 or 70. So if you want to see what will my average blood pressure be if I was 70 years old, you would plug in 70 into this equation here and figure out how much blood pressure would be, average. Now this isn't exact. Okay, these are predictions. This isn't every day, but if you have a company and you want to figure out, how many hamburgers will I sell in 5 years, there's a trend. Okay, usually trends usually stay true. Okay, so if I'm, selling 5 or 6 more hamburgers every month, maybe next month it might be 4 burgers, and next month it might be 3, maybe the following month it might be 10. But average, I sell about 5 hamburgers more per month. So then, you'll be able to see next year I'll be able to sell this many hamburgers, etc. Just predictions. Here's your classwork. Okay, so I'd like you to work on number 6 here. It will be in the slide attached in Google Classroom. Okay, so you're going to have to graph these points, draw a line of best fit, find an equation, and make a prediction. Okay, so one problem is going to take you a little bit of time. All right.